That history up till now that we are reading in the Word, it still stands. That's the counsel of Yahweh. But there's a fighting. Because why is the fighting? Because Satan knows that Yeshua is going to come and rule and reign. So Satan is trying every power, using nations of the world to destroy the nation of Israel. So come with terrorism and all these agendas of the land issues and all these things are happening in Israel now. For you and me, we must see the prophecy. We must see the fulfillment of the biblical prophecy. Let us go to Zechariah chapter 2. Zechariah chapter 2 is a very interesting scripture, chapter that we're going to see. The book of Zechariah talks about all of Israel and talks about what Yahweh is going to do. Zechariah chapter 2 verse 10 to 12. And have seen and rejoice, daughter of Zion, for behold, I come and I will dwell within you, says Adonai. Many nations shall join themselves to Yahweh in the day, and shall say on my people, I will dwell among you, and you shall know that Yahweh Sabaoth has sent me to you. He said, Yahweh will inherit Judah as his portion in the Holy Land, and will again choose Jerusalem. Invested in, be silent, all flesh, before Yahweh, for he has arose himself from his holy inheritance. When Yahweh speaks, he said, be silent. Yahweh is going to rise up from his holy throne. And he's going to do what? Judgment. When Yahweh rises up and he speaks, nobody will come against the word of Yahweh. Many nations have become his people. At the same time, the Jewish people have been restored back to the land. The city of Jerusalem. Many nations will also join Yahweh. And this is already happening since 1967, when we learn about the 6 Days War. Jerusalem reunited, can become independence. But where are the many nations during this time? Only 5 nations vote for Israel. Where are the many nations? My question is, where are the many nations? New Jerusalem is connected to the earthly Jerusalem, is divine will of Yahweh in heaven on the earth for the nations to see. But where are the nations? Like I say, where is Papua New Guinea now? Where are we standing with Israel? What are we doing? Aren't we just relaxing and watching and seeing? Aren't we praying? Are you been praying for Jerusalem? Are you been giving to Israel? Or even though we are not there, but our giving is standing with Israel. It's a sign, it's a mark that we are blessing them. Even though we are not out there too in the Ukraine, but your money is bringing them back. He said, I will send the signal to the nation. In Isaiah 49, he said, I will send the signal to the nations, and they will bring your sons and daughters on their head, putting them on their shoulders, carrying them on their bosom, carrying them on their side, just like you carry the babies on your bosom, and you carry your children at your side, and you bring them, you carry them around. Well, your money, our money, blessing Israel here, is carrying them in our bosom. Our prayer is carrying them in our bosom and on our shoulder. We carry them, we cry, and we nest them through our prayers, through our giving. Your money is the one that brings them back. The kings and the queens will bow down to them. Ladies and gentlemen, where is our nation? Enough of church politics, and let us see the biblical prophecies coming to pass. New Jerusalem is connected to the earthly Jerusalem. It's the divine will of Yahweh in earth, on earth, in heaven, on earth, for the nations to see.